Well, we made it back up here to the mountains, and am I happy to be here. So, this is a spot that I've camped in the past. I really like this camp spot. I've been camping here off and on for, I don't know, years. But I haven't ever camped here with the truck and truck camper. So, I wasn't sure exactly where I was going to go this weekend. I just kind of headed up here, and I knew the area I was going to go to. I stopped in one spot, and I was like, I knew about this spot. It's a little further in, and I decided there's another spot between the first one I stopped at and this one, and so I thought I'd come up and see if I could get the other spot with somebody's camp there in a truck camper. So anyway, my dog's freaking out. It's rolling all over in the snow. But anyway, so we made it up here. Decided to come on back into this spot, and nobody's here, and I really like this spot, so we're gonna get things set up. Got a nice camp fire pit here, full of snow right now. We'll dig it out, get it ready, and plenty of trees here to cut that are gonna be dry. Gonna be a great weekend. Let's get things set up. Furnace going here. It's going cold, but it'll warm up. What do you think, Gus? You as happy to be here as me? So the saw I used for cutting firewood up is, you can see that, it's a Stihl MS-180. That's actually a fairly small saw. I have 4 saws. That's my smallest. That's my smallest one. That one I actually bought for putting on my dirt bike. I have a little bracket I can put on the front. So if we're going up single track or something, I have a little chainsaw I can cut trees out on the trail. And so that's kind of what I bought it for, but I actually started using it with the Jeep and this truck camper. So earlier this year, I bought this case to put my chainsaw in. It's called a Crash Pad, and it's actually Australian. It came from Australia. They have some pretty good stuff over there when it comes to camping or overlanding, or they call it touring in the outback or whatever. But it's actually really nice. I've tried several different things. I had a plastic one. I have another saw. The chainsaw is just a little bit bigger than that one. I actually like that better for this kind of stuff. But they leak a little oil, and then it gets in my vehicle. So I bought another one. There's a case, and I don't know, it seeped through that. And then I ran across these. Somebody had them, or I saw an advertisement or something. I don't remember how I saw them, but these ones are kind of cool because they have like a vinyl on the interior. And so you get a little stuff in there, it doesn't get all over your vehicle or your camper or truck or whatever you're putting stuff in. It keeps it from getting in there. And then I just make sure I don't keep very much oil in there, so if it does leak, it doesn't get a ton. But you can pull the stuff out of here and just wipe this all up and you're good. And it gives you enough room. I carry extra chains. I got saws, sharpener, and then that, which I forgot to put on when I was cutting this time, and then my saw. And so, and then I can also put a little bit of oil and gas in there, so it makes it pretty nice. It fits in there. And when I bought it, they make 2 sizes. This size is the smaller one, and then they make another size that's just a little bit bigger. And I thought this would fit both my little saws. It fits the smallest one, but it doesn't fit the bigger one. So eventually I'm gonna buy the bigger one, and the little bit bigger saw than that one will fit in it, which works a little bit better, I think, for this. But that works okay. I mean, it gets the job done, so not a big deal. But before we get into next spring-ish, I might pay the money for the other one, the bigger one, and then I can take that little bit bigger saw. But anyway, I thought I'd share that with you. But it works pretty good. Now I just stick that in the bathroom on the floor, and then when I get here camping, I just pull it out and stick it under the trailer. But I actually been using that all since spring, and I really like that setup. So I will be buying the bigger one so I can actually take the bigger saw at least some of the time. Well, I decided I wanted to sit here in the sun. It's actually a beautiful day. I was up here this last weekend, and it snowed Saturday. It snowed hard. It didn't accumulate a lot, but it snowed pretty good. So there's still some snow left, especially in the shade. Anywhere where the sun has gotten on it good, it's melted it. But it's a beautiful day. Coming in, I was 45 to 50 degrees. Right as I was coming here, it was about 50 degrees. It's probably a little cooler than that in the shade, but it's the first of November, and I don't know, I'm just happy to be here. I think Gus is too. We're getting the firewood, and we got all that cut up and piled up. So hopefully we'll have enough firewood to have a good fire tonight. Some of it seemed like I couldn't tell if it's wet or it's just super heavy from it seems like some of it had a bit of sap in it. Some of it looks pretty dry. I try to get one that's standing, because if they're on the ground, they're going to be wet. So I think we're good. But anyway, while I was doing that, I cut the first bunch up, and I kind of walked back over here, and was walking over, and then he wanted to play. He was grabbing my hands, grabbing my jacket, and just jumping around, and he's just all excited. He'll do that with my son quite a bit, but I think he's happy to be here too. Anyway, we got our firewood all done, and I'm just going to sit here and relax for a minute. That was a little bit of work. I was starting to sweat. But we're gonna sit here in the sun, enjoy this. This is so awesome to be up here. And here in a minute, I'll show you around camp, kind of show you what it's like. But anyway, we'll do that here in a second. Thought I'd show you around camp here, show you what it's kind of like. Yeah, the road coming in here is a little rougher. It's narrow. In fact, the sign says not advised for trailers, or I can't remember, but anyway, I've had both. I've had trailers in here. I had my toy hauler back in here. But anyway, it's a little rougher. You have to go kind of slow. I just put it on low range and then just kind of creep along. But once you get in here, it's really cool. So let me flip this around and I'll kind of show you what we got going on here. So this is coming in off the road, the little narrow road that comes back in here and just comes back into this campground. But this is kind of the area, what it looks like. You got a little creek over here, down quite a bit from in spring. But this is a nice place. I like this area. But anyway, let's take a walk. We'll walk up here to the camper and take a closer look. So yeah, so here's our little creek running through here. It's actually, there's still quite a bit of water running in it, but it's very, very much lower than in the spring. When we came in here in, I think, May with the Jeeps, it's generally flowing pretty good. In fact, one year we came in, it was clear up on the banks up in here. It was really flowing through here good. So anyway, so we got this little creek here, and then back in here's a little camp spot. Got my chair out here, been sitting in the sun. Like I said earlier, man, it's just a beautiful day. I'm so glad to be up here. And I got my camper backed in here. Somebody's put up a little table here. It's been here for a long time. And then got a little fire pit here. Kind of cleaned it out a little bit. Started a fire and melt that. Piled all my wood over here. I only set up one table today. I'm planning on just cooking over the fire, and then in the morning I'm just going to cook on the stove inside because it's going to be cold. So I'm not going to use the Traeger. But I decided to set up one table just so I have something to set stuff on if I need to. I just stuck my Traeger out here on the ground. Probably should have just took it out. I don't have to move it in and out. But anyway, this is kind of it. It's I like this area. I like this camp spot. I've camped here a lot over the years. But you got right over that way is where we got our firewood. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, let's see if we can get this fire started. Hopefully this stuff's dry enough. I think it is. I think it'll work all right. We're gonna find out. All right, let's see how this goes. Somebody going by on a side-by-side. There are not very many people up here, but there are some. I've seen 2 other camp spots. Well, it's going. I didn't have to use any more of those little deals or any lighter fluid.
So those things actually work pretty good. I'm getting low on them. I'm gonna have to order some more. Get this going good, get burnt down to get some coals, and then we can do dinner. Got the smaller stuff. I figure it's gonna be drier. And then once I get that burning good, I can start adding some of the bigger stuff. But it's going. Man, that feels nice. It's always good to have a good fire when it's a little cooler. Huh, Gus? I'm gonna have to find him something. He always likes to lay on the ground, but we're getting that, which has been fine in the summer and the spring when there wasn't a lot of snow and stuff. But of course, he likes to roll in the snow. But but anyway, so I was just thinking driving up here, I gotta figure something out so he can have a place to lay out here on the ground. So I guess I'll have to do that before next weekend. See if I can figure something out. I don't know if he'll get in a chair. It'd have to be bigger than mine. And I don't know, I've seen these little things that sit up off the ground about this far. And I could throw something on top of that. He'd probably lay on that. Anyway, we're gonna figure that out for you, huh, Gus? He's a good dog. I've had quite a few dogs over the years, and I always had Chesapeakes, which they were great dogs, did a lot of waterfowl hunting, and super good for that. But I always kind of wanted to, he's a wire-haired pointing Griffon, and I've always kind of wanted one for, I don't know, a long time. I finally bought him. Well, he was born 4 years ago this month, right before Thanksgiving, so I've had him that long. So he's almost 4 years old, getting old. That's the sad part about dogs. They don't live long enough. He has been such a good dog. I am pretty much sold on Griffons. I like them. I like the personality. They're super good hunters, and I don't know, he just got a different personality. He's fun he's just fun. Like I was saying earlier, he wanted to play. It's funny. When it's time to go feed him at night. So when I go to feed him, and so he'll grab a ball or something, he'll flip it in there and play with it all the way till I get to his food bowl, and then he'll drop it. And of course, he loves his food. He loves food. All I have to do is say, "You want to get that?" and he gets excited. I've had some dogs that are that way and some that aren't, but he's one that likes his food. Should we get you some food, Gus? Yep, see? He knows what I'm saying. Maybe I'll go over and get you some food. Huh? Want some food? Yeah? Want some food? Okay. Yeah, see, he knows what I'm saying. All right, I'm going to go get him some food. I'll be right back. Anyway, yeah, he's one. He spends. I mean, I've had him in the house a lot more than my other dogs. One nice thing about him, the Chesapeakes have kind of an oily coat, and so it has a pretty good odor to it, where he doesn't have that. And they shed more. He loses some hair, but he doesn't shed. So, but he's a good dog. I really like him, and it's fun bringing up here. He gets excited to come up here too. I think that's why he's wanting to play. He's just excited to be up here. That's my guess anyway. But anyway, he's been a good dog. The years just go by too quick. Anyway, I'm going to sit here for a bit, enjoy this fire, let the coals burn down, and then once we get some good coals, we'll cook dinner. Well, I think we're getting to that point Wow. Eyes full of smoke. I need my gloves. All right, I'm gonna let that heat up for a minute. I'm gonna cook burgers tonight, so I'm gonna go get the patty ready. And I'm not gonna use a pan, I'm just gonna go right over that. Let's give this a try. Well, time to make the patty. All right, let's get the patties. Or at least the hamburger to make the patties. Or patty. All right. Picked this up at the grocery store last night. Maybe I'll make Gus a little one. I think I will. I got a hot dog in there too. I can feed him too, so he has more than just his normal food. I don't know if Gus will care if he's got salt and pepper on there, but well, let's go take it out. Put them on the grill. Come on, Bessie. All right, see how that works. Well, I'm gonna let those cook for a little bit longer before I flip them. I think they're cooking good. It's smoking a lot because I'm just down to the coals. It seems like it always smokes a lot then. But as soon as I get done, then we'll throw some more wood on the fire. Get that going good again. You know, you'd think being in the 50s it'd be, or 50 or 40s, it'd be cold, but it's actually not. It's actually really nice. Beautiful sunny day today. I think tomorrow there's a chance of weather coming in again. At least a couple days ago when I looked, that's what it looked like. It seems like everything changes pretty regularly, but I haven't looked today. But last I seen, chance of weather coming in. I think rain. Yeah, so this area up here, this is an area I've camped since the 90s. This camp spot here, we camped a lot in for quite a few years. And then I think it was around 2017, a few years before and maybe a few years after that, you could never get this camp spot because guys started bringing their trailers in here and parking them, trying to be here before anybody else could get in here. And then they'd park their trailer in here and they just leave it here all summer. And you're not supposed to do that. This is I think 14 day, and then you're only supposed to stay in a spot for 14 days. That went on for several years, so you couldn't get the spot. And then it started happening in other spots around here because people weren't stopping them, so more people started doing it. And then it's been, I'm trying to remember when that was. It might have been 3 years ago. Somebody must have started cracking down because it all ended. And since then, I've been able to get in here quite a bit. I think 23 was the first year I was able to get in here a lot. I got in here several times that year with my Jeep. And then there's still people here some of the time, but you can at least camp here now. There for a while, you couldn't. Charbroiled. I put a little, hopefully I don't get that, put a little sticks in there because it was smoking so bad. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. It'll be all right. I'm positive of it. Well, maybe I'll go get my buns ready because this isn't going to take too much longer. All right. Looks like I'm about out of ketchup. I'm going to need to get some more ketchup. tomato on. A bit of salt and pepper. A bit of lettuce. Don't forget the pickles. Take this out and eat it. That's a big burger. There you go. Well, looks pretty good. See how it tastes. Let Gus is cool down here. Here you go, bud. Yep, this is good. I was hoping it wasn't too charbroiled, but it's not. It's good. Yeah, I actually really like hamburgers. I haven't had one for a while. But up camping, that's kind of what I used to always have a lot when camped. So I was trying to decide what to bring up this weekend, and I decided I'm just going to do hamburger over the fire. I'm actually liking cooking over the fire, and I like that grate deal that I've been using. It's been working pretty good, so I'm going to be doing more of that. Try some different things. Well, I'm going to finish eating this, and then we're going to hang out around the campfire. I'm going to come over here now. I'm switch sides. He doesn't like the smoke. I don't blame him. I don't like it either. It keeps going that way most of the time, and so he'd kind of staying away. Let's see if it changes and comes this way now. But anyway, yeah, that burger was really good. Wasn't it, Gus? He got a burger and a couple hot dogs, a piece of a cookie. Now, I really like this truck camping thing. Be able to come up here like this and have a nice campfire. And it's been fun. I really enjoy cooking over the fire. I'm probably going to do a lot more of it, like I was saying earlier. Kind of nice this time when it's cooler like this. I was kind of wondering what it'd be like coming up here today, because I knew the highs were going to be 40s and 50s, but it's actually been really nice. It's been sunny, hasn't been cloudy. It looks like we got clouds moving in though. So I don't know, we might have rain coming. Heck, we might have snow coming. I'm not for sure. But if it comes tonight, it'll probably be snow. But just enjoy being up here. Man, those clouds are really moving in. It's kind of blocking the sun now. They're moving pretty fast. So yeah, it won't be long, and we won't be able to come up in here. It's going to get too much snow. That could change any time. We just have to get a big enough snowstorm, and I'll be done coming to this area. Then I have to move down to some lower areas, and I'll just keep moving down. But no, I really enjoy coming up here and spending time, and it's nice having Gus come along with me. So we're going to sit around this campfire and just enjoy the rest of the evening until it gets dark. And we might even sit up here for a little while in the dark. Depends how cold it gets. So anyway, we will see you in the morning.
Well, good morning. It started raining last night. It rained a lot last night. I'm just feeding Gus, and his dog bowl had a bunch of water in it from the rain. But yeah, it rained. It's rained a lot. It's sprinkling right now. Been kind of, at times it rains a lot, and then it slows up back down to where it's not as bad, and then it back hard raining hard. And right now it's light. So, but the clouds look really socked in this morning, but kind of cool. Seems like the last little bit when I come up here, one of the days is either raining or snowing. Last weekend, Saturday was snowing, and then raining later, and then weekend before that, Saturday was beautiful like yesterday, and then Sunday was raining like this. It actually started right about the time I got up, or just before I got up. But this trip, it started during the night, but I don't know. It's kind of cool. Makes for something different. Anyway, we're gonna kind of hang out here for a little bit and then kind of go from there.
Well, I pretty much got everything cleaned up. Just gotta put the slide in, a couple little things, and then we're out of here. But so that's a wrap. Anyway, hope you enjoyed it, and we will see you on the next one.